How has it changed?
Well, our unemployment is considerably less than the national average, and our unemployment has always been higher than the national average. Our unemployment now may be, 5.5% to 6%, and the rest of the country is 8.5% or 8%. We've seen a lot of local businesses now thriving, that were stagnant. Restaurants are busy, are filled. Basically, the overall economic development picture is just so much better here than it is in a lot of other places, all because of the Marcellus drilling. This is only a small example of it, but by having the area to build these facilities allows the jobs to come into our area. That's why the Chamber of Commerce has been a good partner to us. They owned this land. The Chamber of Commerce used to own this land. And they gave us a very good arrangement on the land because they knew that we would build the facilities and create the jobs in the area. And that's the bottom line. So now we have 300 or 400 people that are just employed just in this one little area that, are living in the community, and they're buying goods in the community, and that's what economic development is. And this is one small area of the whole county, and there's many other places where companies have, maybe purchased facilities or built facilities. So it's hard to think of any downside at all. There really isn't.
ちょっと今野望というか、これが将来どこまでいくかっていうちょっと野望的なものを。
So, how do you think, how far this can go? Is it skyline or how ambitious
with large valves. There's a big manufacturer of valves that wants to open a facility here because they work with all these companies. So that's a second tier company that comes in and employs people in the area. Then you have like energy plants. We're just on the other side of that mountain. We're going to build an enormous power plant that's all fired by natural gas. So a big electric power plant they're going to build that's going to be a massive construction project and a large employer that's going to be just in the area just because the gas is here. So you see things like that.
How ambitious are you?
The longer that it's been established, the more ambitious we are. At first, you weren't sure, but now that it's been several years and you hear more and more about the quality of the gas in the area, how close it is to the major markets that need gas. Certainly, you're from New York, you know that's the most populated area in the country, and they want to use natural gas. The more that the country gets behind it, we're very close to those areas. So it's a lower cost to get it out of the ground and get it to those markets. The more positive things that we hear about the industry and the commodity, the more ambitious we are.
もう一個それでアメリカをどう変えるか知りたい。
What do you think the possibility for this gas, for this shale gas industry to? What do you think what kind of impact it can have for the whole country?
Well, I'm not the expert on this, but this is just what I hear, is that it can make us completely independent and just dependent on our own energy. It can make us completely get off of all foreign sources of oil and gas and anything else that we're buying from the Middle East or any place like that. We have enough of it here to last us a very, very long time. Enough oil and gas. You know, you hear about the oil in I think North and South Dakota and in parts of eastern Ohio, and then we have the gas here. We have enough energy in this country to make us completely independent, to make us completely energy independent. That's one thing that one of the presidential candidates is touting, that we no longer need to rely on the Middle East and Venezuela for all of our oil and gas. We have it here, and you know why it's cleaner and it's half the cost. So you know, you could go, if we had enough infrastructure in place to have natural gas filling stations, every car can be converted, and we're completely independent of oil. It burns cleaner. It burns cleaner than gasoline.
Do you think this could make America stronger?
Without a doubt. This is all I said without a doubt. That's of course just my opinion. But what more evidence do you need? It's clear to me that this can make us a lot stronger. When you can produce your own energy, we can export it to places like China that need it. And you know, we're borrowing enough money from China now that maybe we can get some of that back if we start exporting some gas and some oil to them. So it can certainly make us stronger in a lot of ways. There's no doubt in my mind.